President Donald Trump's trade war with China has taken a dramatic new twist. In a sudden policy shift that caught markets by surprise, the president announced a 90-day pause on heightened tariffs for over 75 countries, softening his earlier sweeping trade measures. But China was pointedly excluded from the reprieve. Instead, it was slapped with a punishing 125% tariff on all goods.
People were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy, They were getting a little bit yippy, a little bit afraid. Somebody had to do what we did, and I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate.
And in a surprising twist, President Trump even praised Chinese President Xi Jinping during a press briefing, calling him, quote unquote, one of the smartest people in the world. Still, China appeared in no mood to back down. Instead, officials in Beijing retaliated with 84% tariffs on American goods and made it clear they would fight until the end, warning that no one wins in a trade war.
No matter how the international landscape evolves, China's economy remains firmly grounded, with abundant momentum to achieve stable development and continue forging ahead. China has the capability and confidence to manage various risks and challenges.
After the White House's about-face, countries welcomed the temporary relief and began talks with Washington, hoping to avoid further fallout. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez welcomed Washington's decision, saying that has opened the door for negotiations.
Ganan una guerra comercial.
Nobody wins a trade war. Everybody loses. For this, the measure announced by the U.S. administration, pending review of the exact details, seems like an open door for negotiation, and as such to an agreement between countries.
Even the European Commission president welcomed the president's announcement for a pause. In a statement on X, she wrote, quote, "Clear, predictable conditions are essential for trade and supply chains to function," end quote. Now, while leaders around the world were breathing a sigh of relief, markets around the world also rebounded after the president's announcement. Taiwan stocks surged 9.2% in early trading on Thursday. In Japan, the Nikkei 2225 was up 7.2%, while in Seoul, the Kospi was up over 5%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index climbed 2.69%, while the Shanghai Composite Index also jumped 1.29%. Not just the Asian markets, but even Wall Street on Thursday bounced back. The Dow Index soared to close to nearly 8% higher, and the S&P 500 ended 9.52%. And while the Nasdaq rose 12.2% to notch its best day in 24 years after the pause, as tensions between the world's two largest economies reach a boiling point, the question on everyone's minds remains, will President Trump's gamble pay off, or will China's firm stance win out in the end?
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.